This project is 3 years in the making from conception to completion, and that's 3 years of my life I've been through. It's been interesting to remember retrospectively about the production of this project as it's followed me through the transition of childhood to adulthood. I feel a sentimental connection to these animes, Toradora and Oraimo being some of the earliest shows I've watched, both dealing with the premature nature of the series' main couples and having to mature to responsibility, with Kirino overcoming and learning from the experiences in her adolescence to repair the status quo of a healthy family and sibling relationship, and Taiga leaving everyone she knows to confront and repair her own immature life to return to Ryuji, a proper adult. In 2019, I was still halfway through high school. I'm a socially inept child here. The writing for this project began mid-December. The first draft would be completed 2 years later in August. I was bouncing between places and cities as I began university, still working on this project, writing in my bedroom back to my parents' house, producing the beat in my dorm room, doing little bits of editing on my laptop on planes and buses. In 2021, last year, the year that I became the age of an adult, age 18, I got to be with my partner for the first time, all the way from New Zealand to California, my farewell to adolescence. This project is one last final farewell to adolescence as well, I reckon, for how long I've been making it. Oraimo was my first foray into the wonderful world of admittedly lowbrow moe anime, and I loved it the same way Kirino fell in love with it. And this battle's somewhat a love letter to the entire era of 2000s otaku culture, though I can't say it's a completely authentic representation of it, just my experience of it post-mortem. It's more a general reflection of the things I love within the broad genre and era, as you can see by all the many references to other anime I've put in the video. One of the personal biggest aspects of this video has to be the instrumental. My first time as a full-on beat producer, which is daunting and scary for a first-timer, but ended up really fun to do. I call the instrumental Oritora, and it's made out of many different influences and inspirations of music. Most obvious, you can hear the remix melodies of the theme songs of Toradora and Oraimo, the general semi-recreation of Pre-Parade, Irony, and the second Toradora ending. Though my additional main influences are inspired by one of my favorite music groups, Perfume, and their brilliant titular track from their album Game, with those raw synth waves and guitar, and the female hip-hop group JJ Fat Supersonic, with how I utilize sampled breathing into the beat. In Taiga's first verse, I combine elements of Game synth design, Supersonic's beat, Pre-Parade's melodies, and Orange's presence of an acoustic guitar, of which I physically played and recorded myself. Recreating Irony in a way that transitioned well from Taiga's first verse was out of my skill level, so I adjusted the main synth's audio design to be a little more processed than Taiga's and added instrumental elements of Irony, such as the organ-sounding instrument and strings. Taiga's verse versus Kyosuke recreates a lot of synth elements from Orange, and Kirino's verse versus Ryuji is loosely inspired by the ska soundtrack of Oraimo composed by Satoru Kosaki. If I owned a real electric guitar, I would have added those ska grooves, but unfortunately I didn't, opting rather to put in horns and organs, with its sidechain rising synth sound effect. Regardless, I'm just glad to have been able to start completely producing instrumentals on my own. The production of this beat I had also worked on an assignment for one of my university classes, and I planned out the basic structure of the beat in a musical coding program called Chuck. Here's the very beta version of Oritora. I hope that not only I represent these characters and properties well, but that also myself and my identity. The shows, the music, the themes, and ideas that I love the most are well reflected in these videos. The little ideas in my writing and my visuals, I hope to showcase and demonstrate the things I value and love. My musical influences, the little references I get to indulge myself in, like the Maguka references, forcing in Umineko whenever I can. These little things unabashedly make up me and my experiences, and I'm glad to get to express myself in this way and share it with an audience. This project wouldn't be possible without the efforts and encouragement of all the people who contributed. The lead Sana, who I was way overdue in asking to be in one of my projects, but brought the iconic tsundere Taiga to life. And Casey, who portrayed the bratty, sassy, and aggressive Kirino perfectly. Ava for their wonderful double role as Minoren and Kuroneko, another Kana Hanazawa character, and their continued kind-hearted support and encouragement, and the rest of the supporting cast. Ava, Joansi, Shizuka Uru, and Alex M, who helped add a lot more character, quite literally through the video. Having that supporting cast felt like a must-have due to how important friends with character drama is to each show, so I'm glad to have been able to pull it off. The video would not not also have been good and richly detailed when for the people who helped assist me. Fruitsmig, famous Among Us poster, was commissioned to draw the various buildings in the video in the art style of the short sequence of Ori Evo Season 1's opening. Gion helped me a lot during the making of this battle, as he made backgrounds and additional graphic design of the fun things such as the magazine designs. This video was also a slow learning experience for me as I tried out After Effects, as the project was ported from Premiere to After Effects for additional VFX editing. As I've gotten older, these projects have gotten bigger in scale. I've been starting to sink money into these videos, and as a university student, it's not been so easy. Though I've been putting the money I make from working on rusted rap battles aside for things like this, I'm wishing to be able to play my collaborators much more, so that's why I've started a Patreon, which currently all strictly goes towards compensating my collaborators, and will go towards future rap battle projects. I don't seek to make a big profit from these videos, and just want to put out videos that reflect myself and the things I like. Thank you all for your continued support, and thank you all for watching, and I hope that the wait for the next project won't be too long.